The Americans with Disabilities Act is divided into 5 titles. Title I covers employment and is the topic of today's video. Title I is enforced by the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission and the U.S. Department of Justice. It applies to employers with at least 15 employees. Title I covers 4 key concepts. For the purpose of this video, these concepts apply to the applicant or employee with a disability whose disability qualifies under the ADA. First, the applicant or employee must be qualified. This means that the individual must possess the required skills, knowledge, experience, and other job-related abilities of the position. For example, a bank teller must have excellent math, communication, and customer service skills. He or she must also be computer proficient. Second, the applicant or employee must be able to perform the essential functions. These are the required duties of the position or the reason the job exists. Essential functions can be found in the job description under primary or required responsibilities. Using the same example, a bank teller must be able to operate computer programs specific to financial transactions, understand financial mathematics, and successfully communicate with customers. Third, the applicant or employee may request a reasonable accommodation. A reasonable accommodation is any change in the work environment or the way the job is done that enables an employee with a known disability to enjoy the same equal employment benefits as employees without disabilities. The word known refers to the employee disclosing their disability to their employer when or prior to requesting the accommodation. The employer is not required to provide an accommodation for a disability they are not aware of. For our bank teller, who has insulin-dependent diabetes, requesting regular breaks throughout the day to check his or her blood sugar is an example of a reasonable accommodation. Finally, the accommodation request cannot pose an undue hardship or direct threat to the employer. Undue hardship is defined as causing the employer significant expense or administrative difficulty. Direct threat suggests that there is a risk to the health or safety of the individual or others that cannot be eliminated by a reasonable accommodation. A great resource for understanding Title I and finding appropriate accommodations is the Job Accommodation Network. You can access this site at www.askjan.org. Disclosing your disability and asking for workplace accommodations can be difficult. DNL can help.